What's up, man? How we doing?
What's up, man? How you doing? I'm good.
Good. It's always good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like I feel like 3 weeks ago we did our first video with you, and then I realized that was last summer.
Yeah.
We've had a whole football season since then.
Yeah.
And man, here we are. How just let's start there, man. How does it feel? Last year you didn't get spring, right? You weren't early enrollee.
No,
so,
I was. Yeah.
Oh, you were. Okay, so you did get the spring. That's right. So this is your second spring. You're coming off second summer program. What are the differences? What are some of the things that are feel almost exactly the same? And how are you feeling headed into your second summer?
Going into the summer. My bad. Yeah.
That's my bad.
No, going into the second summer, it's not really anything new. If anything, it's just a lot of things that just move a lot slower. A lot of things I'm able to pick up on and just grasp easier. Just being able to connect with those guys and build more relationships and bring those younger guys in. Just seeing them where I was last year, it's like I'm able to help those guys and bring them up to where we are now and just help them along that standard.
What do you think is, the biggest area of development that you had this past spring? I mean, I think I told you this last year. I've told you this like 10 times. So you're probably tired of me saying it, but the way you can tell you process the game, like you pick up things so quickly, and it's really impressive. But what have you improved on the most, do you think?
Definitely my key work, just like run fits and all that, just seeing like as far as like what the linemen do. Like the safeties coach, Coach Phillip, we do a lot of work, individual practice, individual parts of the practice, just key work. So seeing what to look for as far as stances, how they come off the ball, a lot of that plays a huge part in like run fits and like pass games. So being able to slow that down and just be able to read and react definitely helped me a lot in this spring.
And, man, like y'all obviously have a slightly different room with Akeem Dent moving on, but you still have that veteran presence in Shy. And when you talk about run fits, I mean, I think of Shaheem as someone that's great at coming down against the run, coming down that support. Like, how helpful has he been on helping you work on that specifically?
Yeah, Shy's been there for me since day one. He's one of those guys I can look up to and ask questions at any point of the day. I sit next to him in the meeting, and it's been like that since I got here last year. So he's definitely one of those guys I can ask anything. He'll help me, and it's always like a competitive nature in the room.
Yeah.
So it's always like, if I'm not doing it, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, and if I'm not doing it, he's gonna make me like, yo, we got to work on this. We got to focus on this. You got to get better at this. And if he's slacking on something, he can look at me to bring him up on that too.
Yeah, I love the culture that y'all have. It seems like room after room of there's like the older guy that's pushing the younger guys, but y'all are also pushing them right back. What does it feel like, now you have a few younger guys coming in under you, now that you kind of have doing the same thing with them where you're teaching them, but they're also pushing you.
Yeah.
How's that dynamic?
Yeah, because in our room, like everybody's competitive, and we know that. We all know we're fighting for something, but at the end of the day, we're all one unit and one team. So if he's his best this day, like he's going to allow me to be my best just from him working, because I know he's going to give it my all. He's going to give it his all, so it's going to allow me to give it my all, and then we just feed off of each other and work like that.
Yeah, man. So Jerry Ingram asked, is there something different that you've done to prepare for this upcoming season?
I'm more intentional with my body. Coming off of high school, guys aren't that big, guys aren't that fast, so you can kind of really get by in high school. But being in college for a year, I realized guys are a lot bigger, stronger, faster, smarter. So just preparing myself mentally, physically, doing the small things I can do to get my body prepared as far as like nutrition and all that, and more film study. Like you can always be that much better.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
In the film room, it's like there's not enough more film you can watch. Like you can always watch that much more film. So just doing that, you'll definitely see a difference.
Yeah, I'm always interested in like the difference, because you went to Rains, right, in Jacksonville. So like I'm always interested in the dynamics of someone like yourself from Jacksonville. I grew up in North Florida as well, or an AZ from Pensacola maybe, versus guys who grew up in South Florida, like South Florida, where it's the level of competition might be different, or like guys up in the Atlanta metro area or whatever. Like you said, you can't get away with just athleticism in college anymore. You definitely reshaped your body by storms. We hear that slogan a ton.
I put on like coming in from last year, I put in like 20 pounds.
Jeez.
Like I came in like 184. Like right now I'm like 202 right now. Like I'm feeling good. I can run.
You're still moving the same.
Yeah.
Everything's good. You'll find out tomorrow morning if you're still running the same, right? Y'all got run number 2 bright and early tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah,
Go
that
get out there at
never
8
gets
a.m.
old.
It's only what 85 degrees in Tallahassee. You know, it hasn't even hit 100 yet. So y'all are
Feels
chilling.
like it though.
I bet it
It
does.
feels like it.
Me and Kevin walked outside today at like 1:30, just walking to the car. I was like, man, I cannot.
Feels harder with Coach Norvell screaming down your back. So
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. What Isaiah Williams asked, which wide receiver do you like to line up against in practice?
you know, with safety, you can really go against anybody. Really, you can line up in the slot. You can go against running backs. So like as far as running backs, I like to go against Jalen. You know,
Okay.
Jalen. He's going to give me like kind of like the fast twitchier guy. So you know, I'm a big longer defensive back. So that's one of the things I need to work on, get my hands on those smaller guys. In the slot, I kind of like to go against Jakai too because he has the whole package. Like he can give you work anywhere. So really, those two guys, those are the main guys I like to line up against and try and get work from.
So I guess when you're going against a guy like Jalen who's just so fast and he's coming out of the backfield, is it just taking the right angle to make sure you don't get a holding while you try to get hands on him? What's kind of the key that you work on with a guy like that?
Yeah, you got to get your hands on him. You got to slow it down. You got to make sure your feet are right too. So if not, like you going on right past you. And it was like an instance in spring. One play they ran like some type of screen.
Okay.
And like the way he just snuck out of the backfield, like I didn't see him at all until they threw the ball. And then I'm thinking they just threw the ball away. And I just see this little kid just come and grab the ball and just take off running. I'm like, dang. And he hit like the fastest, like GPS.
Oh, was that the one in Doe Campbell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Rolling.
Because I think I was on y'all's sideline and I remember I was like, oh gosh, he's so small,
rolling.
and no one's. How helpful is it though, like to prepare for a full season of competition going against this wide receiver core where you've got guys like, you know, Darian who's 6'4", 215, 220, all the way down to guys like Camden who are shorter but strong as hell, and guys like Jalen who are so fast. And like, how helpful is it having that diversity, Malik and Luane, just that diversity of body type to work against?
No, it's definitely very helpful because I get to see guys of like you said, every caliber, different sizes, speed. So when it comes down to the game situation, it's not really something new because you've been going against the best athletes in the nation, just in the receiving room that we have. So seeing those guys every day, iron sharp as iron, you're only getting better. And when it comes down to the game time, it's like it's second nature. Just go out there and play ball.
Yeah, like nothing's gonna surprise you on the field because you've already seen it.
Yeah.
Young Bleak asks, how do you feel the defense is looking compared to last year?
No drop off.
Okay.
I feel like we can be even better than last year. You know, I feel like that's kind of a crazy statement, but the way we're coming together right now, we have a lot of good things to do as far as the season comes.
What do you think, from a fan's perspective, we haven't really gotten to see a lot of practice and stuff. We just see the spring game, and then that's really it till the fall. Like, not better, not worse. What'll look different, do you think, than last year's defense?
Definitely our communication wise, like that's one of the things I've noticed that we've taken a big jump at as far as last year. A lot of guys are talking and communicating, and then once you communicate, a defense that can communicate is a defense that can play ball effectively, and play ball faster. So I feel like all that will go hand in hand and allow us to play even better.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about the transformation you've gone through, but similarly, how's it been working with Coach Storms? Excited for you this season. What is the summer program like? I mean, what are you doing? Is it just weights? Is it speed work? Is it everything?
Yeah, it's both. Like today, we just had like a lift.
Yep. But
lifting with Storms, like he's definitely going to make sure you uphold that standard. Like today, I was under the bench. I got Kevin Knowles screaming at me. I got Storm screaming at me. You're definitely going to work, and then if you're not going to work, like you're going to get caught out about it. But that's what I need. Like that's what I grew up around. So guys around me that are not going to let you like fall off and slack off is always those good guys to have in the room. And from the coaches down, like you definitely see the energy pouring down from everybody.
Yeah, like Storms isn't just giving you the workout sheet and saying go have fun in the weight room. Like he's in there, he's yelling.
No, he's right there with you the whole time.
I love it, man. Isaiah asks again, one-on-one, which running back do you not want to see in the open field?
So our running backs they're different. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
So seeing everybody in the open field is like, okay, like Jalen, you know, you got to be technically sound because he can run right past you and make you miss. You got guys like Cam who just like a bruiser, just gonna drop that shoulder on you. So Yeah, right now I probably can, but you just got to bring your pads. You know, like you said in receiving room, guys, you get to see guys like that to prepare you for the game. So he's also one of those running backs that will prepare you for the game. He's one of the biggest backs we have. So tagging him every practice would just allow you to get more comfortable, getting your pads dirty, get ready for the game.
More comfortable that's one way to describe having to hit Cam.
Yeah.
That maybe I may not say it would make me more comfortable. I see what you mean by that. But yeah, that's he's a freshman, but he comes down behind his pads. He runs hard.
No doubt.
But on the other side, how much do you love coming downhill and lowering the boom? Asked, it's a lot of numbers. I can't, Jedi something. How much do you like coming downhill and just putting a hit on somebody?
Love hearing those pads clap.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the, like just switching over to defense like in high school, just being able to put my pads on somebody and make them feel it, that's always a good feeling. So just hitting guys, I just love it.
Yeah. It's gotta be one of the best feelings out there. Especially just in Doak, like what's that feeling like when you hear the whole 70,000 people react to that when it happens?
That's even better. It just makes you want to hit somebody even more.
Dude, I love it, man. 21 asks, what would you tell a high school DB recruit that's considering coming to FSU?
Oh, you're gonna get some work in. You got one of the best coaches, with Pat Surtain coming out. He's as good as it gets. He has the knowledge from the NFL. And then his son is in the league, probably one of the best corners in the league right now. So it's a lot of knowledge and gems he can give us. And, Coach Fuller, he's a great coach too. So you're going to get coached up very well. You got a lot of guys in our room who's going to coach you up as well. So I feel like this is one of the best units in the country.
I don't have to add anything to that sales pitch, man. That was if I had any athleticism in my body, I mean, I would have come here anyway. But seriously, man, we're really fired up to see this season again. We got some guys that have gone on to the next level and such. You being one of the young guys, I get really excited knowing that like we're reloading with guys of your caliber and Shaheem and Conrad and all y'all. And I'm really fired up to see what y'all do this season. But I appreciate you stopping by, man. And we will, I'm sure, talk again a few times this summer and definitely in the fall. So thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.